Okay, in the second part of this video demonstration, we're going to look at ArcFM Viewer for ArcGIS Engine. So this is the mobile side. Remember that in ArcMap we've sent the session to the field, and now we should be able to get that on the crew side. So I'm going to open up Session Manager here. And in the Session Manager, what I can do is choose Send and Receive Mobile Data. Do that, and we should see Session 393 right here. Session 393. I'm also going to draw your attention to the to-do list, which is currently blank. When I choose Open Edit Session, the to-do list is going to automatically populate, and we see all of the to-do stops that we defined over on the enterprise side. Now, just like before, we can do things like select the to-do polygon. In this case, we see the office comments in here. We can zoom in on that area and flash it. Now in this case, because we are working out in the field, we hopefully know where we are, or we have a GPS hooked up. So I'm going to click on GPS right here. Now because I'm actually working inside and not actually in a mobile crew myself, I don't actually have a connected GPS. I'm in simulation mode in this case, but simulation mode is going to be just fine for us. I'll go ahead and choose OK. And we can simulate our current position. In fact, we can see that by clicking the Locate button, and you see the little red car kind of bouncing along here. Go ahead and stop my car by bringing that up and unchecking this. So my vehicle is currently located right there, and I'm going to zoom out a little bit so that we can kind of see, in addition to the car, we can see the other locations that we are going to visit along the way. There's our to-do polygon, and if you recall, we've got some transformers up here. If I select one of those and make it flash, you may be able to see it blink right about there. So our vehicle is here, our polygon is here, our transformer is there, and why don't we go ahead and digitize in, maybe a new to-do point as well. You can create these features just as easily here on the ArcFM Viewer side, the mobile side, as you can on the enterprise. So I'm going to choose point, click XY, and we'll maybe visit this particular location right here. As we add a little point, click on the Create To Do, choose OK, and then we add it. Dismiss, and then here is that newly added point right in here. And of course I can give it some additional comments if I want to in here. And then when we send this back to the enterprise side, they'll be able to see those comments as well. So now I've got a number of different things to visit along the way here. 3, 4, 5, 5 different locations to visit. I'll be starting my route from, of course, my current position, which is right here. That's where the red box is. And then when I click on Solve Path, it'll take a little bit of time for it to determine the optimal path, but when it has determined the optimal path, it will go ahead and bring that in for us. Okay, a path has been created for us. Again, this is stop number 1. This is where the crew is currently located. Stop number 2 is actually the to-do point right here. That was the one that we just digitized, and if I click on it and choose Zoom In a couple of times, you'll see the number 2 there, indicating that this is the second point on the stop, really the first point on the stop, since the first point, the 0 point, I guess, is where the crew starts. Now if I back out here, that was point 2. What happens is we drive from here, there's the stop, we come over here, here is the next point, which is point number 3. Go back to the previous extent, we come back up this direction, and let's zoom in here. This is where we had those transformers. Transformers number 4 and transformers number 5. I can make those blink. And so our final point, if we zoom out here, is going to be the to-do line. And what Network Analyst has done for us here is given us the optimal route that gets us through all of those different locations that are in our to-do stops. So now of course I can go ahead and click on Save my task list here, and if I send this back to the enterprise, then they'll be able to see exactly what I did, what route I took, and whatever comments I've added.